low carb, high protein, nachos, bomb Caesar salad, and the best comfort food, Sunday night dinner, pasta, meatballs, garlic bread, salad. You guys, let's talk high protein meal ideas that are low carb, delicious, and so easy to make. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Kathleen Hart. I'm a mindset and weight loss coach, and recently I upped my protein, started to prioritize my protein above 100 grams a day, and I saw massive changes in my life. I've been talking about it on Instagram. I've been talking about it here on YouTube. It has decreased my belly fat. As a mom of two, 37-year-old woman, I can say that is everything. I've been struggling with belly fat for a couple of years now, and it has drastically changed now that I've upped my protein. I've also found that I'm sleeping better. I am not craving sweets as much anymore, barely at all, and I'm not snacking because I'm getting so full during my meals. So what does that mean? I'm able to make a meal plan, stick to it, and not deviate from it. So I'm not getting all those extra calories, extra carbs from snacking. There's nothing worse than making a perfect meal plan and then being hungry. If you're finding that you like my weight loss content on this channel, but you want a little bit more, I do offer one-to-one coaching packages, group packages, and also I've got an online course for mindset and weight loss. Anything you are looking for, the links are gonna be down in the description box right below this video. Let's make some nachos. Let's start off with a bang. Let's do some nachos.
This recipe was born from my husband wanting nachos on football Sunday, and I made it happen. First step was making the chips. So I used these Carb Balance whole wheat mission tortillas. These are the extra large ones. They're like burrito size. They're 9 grams of protein each. So I chopped up 3 of these into chip shapes. So I just did like little triangles, perfect for the base of the nacho platter. I used some homemade taco seasoning. I only had a little bit left, so it went in the bowl with a tiny bit of olive oil just to coat the chips. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can throw these in the air fryer like I did, 400 degrees for like 5 or 6 minutes, and just toss them every few minutes until they got nice and crispy. Or you could throw them in your oven on a layer of, sheet pan, and check them every couple minutes until they're your desired crispiness. Next, let's move on to the taco meat. By the way, I have to mention this little tool again. You don't think you need it until you need it, and then you have it and you couldn't live without it. So use that to chop up your meat. I used this new organic taco seasoning mix. It was okay. I would prefer my homemade, but it's all about balance. I didn't have any more made, so we just used the packet this time. But I just cooked up my meat like I normally would with some water, and then just let that thicken up on the stove, and that was my meat base. So all I did was use a baking sheet like this. Look at these chips, guys. Snap. OMG. They're literally just like chips. These are also great for dipping in salsa or queso. If you've got like a low carb recipe for those two things, go to town. This is perfect. And the seasoning, you can really see the chips love this seasoning mix. So now I'm just going to top this with some cheese. I'm using the Sargento thick sliced cheese. I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with this cheese. So pour it on, pour it on, pour it on thick. You can't have nachos without cheese. Then I'm gonna do a layer of meat just right on top of all of that cheese and chips. And it's still piping hot. It looks absolutely delicious already. And you can use beef, you can use chicken, you can use ground turkey, whatever your favorite taco meat is. This is what it's looking like after 1 layer of cheese and 1 layer of meat. Now I'm gonna add on more cheese on top. Look how good this looks. It is ready for the oven. I literally can't wait. And all you're gonna do is pop it into your oven, 400 degrees, I like to do, for just a couple of minutes. Watch it closely so it doesn't burn, but look at this plate of nachos. My mouth is literally watering as I'm editing this, and I want this right now. Perfect game day food, by the way, guys. Now we gotta talk about toppings. I'm gonna use some shredded lettuce, black olives, sliced avocado, and some chunky tomato bits. and I'm just literally just making this as pretty as can be. We're also going to be adding some sour cream on top. You can also do, if you didn't want to do avocado slices, you could do guacamole. You know, whatever you like on your nachos, go for it. You could also use sliced chicken instead of ground chicken. The possibilities are endless. This is just how we like to have nachos in the Heart House, but definitely take this recipe and make it your own. Especially if you're having people over, this is great for entertaining to make a big platter like this. If you're watching a game, or if you're just feeling like a high protein dinner that consists of nachos. This just looks absolutely delicious. So for a third of this platter, you're looking at 50 grams of protein, 30 grams from the chicken, 9 grams from the tortilla, and 12 grams from the cheese. High protein, delicious meal. I had to show you guys how good these chips held up to all of those toppings too. They literally stay crispy, stay crunchy, do not flop over. Make this as soon as possible if you are craving some chips, or if you just want nachos or chips and salsa. All right, next let's talk Caesar salad. I'm obsessed with Caesar salads. Even before I went low carb, I just love them so much, but now I prioritize the protein. We're gonna be making homemade croutons today. I wanted to show you the different options that I like to make low carb croutons. So you could use hamburger rolls, hot dog rolls, or the Royo bread. These are my absolute favorite ones. So the hot dog rolls, you're gonna get 6 grams of protein from 1 bun and 1 gram of carbs. Same thing, Royo bread, awesome if you have leftover end pieces or pieces that fell apart, because they're only 2 net carbs per slice, and you will get 3 grams of protein per slice. The burger buns are also amazing. If you've got those too, 7 grams of protein, 1 net carb. So these are all great options. Today I chose to use a hot dog bun. So I didn't even defrost it. This is frozen pretty much. And I just chopped it up into little cubes like this. Make them as big or small as you like. And then I'm just gonna throw them in a bowl, toss them with some spices and some olive oil, and call it a day. Well, after we air fry them, of course. So yeah, a little bit of olive oil, some onion powder, garlic powder, and just sprinkling that right on, just kind of eyeing it up for however many croutons you're making, just season it accordingly. And then I just did a little bit of pepper. So now we're just gonna throw these into the air fryer and put them in for 400 degrees. And then I had to toss them a couple of minutes in, but ended up doing it for 6 minutes total. Just be careful that they don't burn. That's what we're looking for. We don't want the croutons to burn. So then they get like a funky taste, and we don't want that. So now I'm taking my chicken, which I just seasoned with some Cajun spice mix. If you guys have never tried this, it's linked in all my videos. I love it so much. It's the perfect Cajun spice mix, and it is keto approved. This is the chicken. Oh my God, it's like blackened Cajun. Oh my gosh, and this is a great time to mention, guys, my pans from Caraway, these pink pans that I use in every single video, are actually 20% off right now. 20 for their holiday promotion. So you can actually get everything you see here. This entire pots and pan set is 20% off. And there's so many great colors to choose from. They also have new storage systems. They have a new tea kettle they just came out with, and they have their pots and pan set, which comes with the storage system. Oh my gosh, amazing. So definitely check the link in my description box if you want to get some of those pans for yourself. But here I am just chopping up some romaine. Love getting my leafy greens in. I'm upping my protein, but I don't want to sacrifice still getting my vegetables and my leafy greens. So I just have that in a bowl, and then I'm adding in some shaved Parmesan. Okay, let's talk Caesar dressing. You could definitely make your own. I've got a bomb recipe for homemade Caesar dressing. But listen, guys, mom of 2, busy weeknight dinner. I want high protein, don't have time to make my own dressing. That's okay. Do what you can. Then I weighed out my chicken, so I got 6 ounces of chicken here, and that is going to be 52 grams of protein just in the chicken. So I made my salad here with the croutons that were 6 grams, the chicken which was 52 grams, the cheese which was 2 grams. We're looking at a 60 gram of protein salad right here. It's not huge, but we're prioritizing the protein. Last but not least, keto comfort food at its best, starring my favorite turkey meatballs that are literally 1 carb, if that, per meatball, and tons of protein. You're gonna need just a few ingredients. The full recipe is linked down below, but it's just a couple spices, some fresh herbs. I used basil, an egg, Parmesan, and ground turkey. You could also use ground beef if that's your thing. Whatever you like, whatever you have. This is how easy it is. You mix all of these ingredients together. I use a cookie, like little scooper, to make sure that they're all about the same size. You put them on a baking sheet, you bake them in the oven, you eat them. That is how easy this recipe is. And I always have all of these ingredients on hand, so that is why you will see me on Instagram eating spaghetti and meatballs multiple times a month. And it's a really easy way to get in a high protein meal along with this black bean spaghetti. So I measure out 2 ounces, and this is gonna be split between my husband and I once it's cooked. Don't knock this pasta until you've tried it. If you're low carb looking for a pasta, try this out. You will not be sorry. Texture of pasta, but not a veggie noodle. This is my meal. I did garlic bread with a keto hot dog bun in the air fryer, my meatballs, Rayo sauce, some pasta, and we are looking at a 66 gram of protein meal between the salad, which was 10 grams, the pasta, which was 12.5, the bun, which was 3, meatballs, 40 grams of protein, equaling 66 grams. This is the best comfort food ever. High protein, low carb.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video sparked some joy into your meal plan. You guys, what are you craving? Are you craving nachos? Are you craving a big salad? Are you craving croutons, right? Are you craving spaghetti and meatballs or some kind of comfort food? Make it work in your plan. Don't give up your cravings, just make it work. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me here, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you really soon with a new video. Bye everybody.